Welcome back to the Crypto Picture channel, where I help you see crypto through a clear lens. We usually start on the Bitcoin chart. However, today I wanted to start on the DOT chart. It's progressing very well as to where our entry was, or where my entry was. I did post this in the Telegram group for re-entry on DOT at around $32. It's not financial advice. I simply do this for educational purposes, and so people can see how I manage my portfolio and manage my trades, and I just do it in a transparent way so everybody can see. But based on this, we did get a break of the symmetrical triangle. As you can see, here's our top, and then we got a retest, another retest, unable to break the top of the symmetrical triangle. Here we got a bull flag type pattern here, and then we broke it to the upside. Wouldn't be surprised if we were going to spend a little bit of time here, maybe consolidate a little bit sideways, maybe come back down, retest to confirm the top of the symmetrical triangle before continuing up. This does have a targeted projected move of $52.64, and that's just based on the bottom of the symmetrical triangle right here to the top of the symmetrical triangle, which is here, and then you put it at the point of the breakout. So actually this is technically the point of breakout, so we could see $53, but few cent, 10-cent difference, that's fine. We'll just keep it over here so I'm able to see the price action. Don't want it to block the view. So yeah, I mean, we could see a little bit of consolidation here, right? I'm zoomed in on the hour right now, so I usually don't zoom in this closely or short of a time frame, but I figured just so you can see what I'm looking at and what I anticipate here from DOT. So if we look at the 6 hour, we are seeing some bullish continuation here. Still a lot of room on the upside for the anchor wave, turning green. RSI is getting back into the bullish control zone, which is awesome. Even the one red candle we had here was quickly bought back up, indicating that the bulls are still here and they're protecting these levels and they're wanting the price to move higher. So really bullish on DOT. I've been bullish on DOT since $5. Started picking up DOT around like $2.94, $3. Most of my purchases for my long-term holding account were under $6, and now this is such an obvious trade that I took it from down here. This was a red box of resistance, which is now turned to support. We got a beautiful 6 hour buy signal here right as we broke that box of resistance, now turned to support, and we came back down, tested as support once, twice, 3 times before continuing higher. So DOT is one to keep your eyes on, especially for March. I think it could have some really bullish momentum here. Oh, and one other thing, if you look at the difference between DOT and some of these other coins, and EGLD is very similar too, they've had really big bullish bounces from those lows, right? Like, look how volatile these have been. And not only that, like, they're up quite a bit from the lows here. So, and we're also seeing a nice Wing formation here as well. So, there's 2 patterns kind of in play here. There's the symmetrical triangle, and then there's the W formation. And I believe the W formation would even take us higher than this. For fun, we can just do it and take a look. So the way you get the projected move from the W is by taking it from the W's highest point, which is here, to the lowest point, which is here, and you would put your targeted move at the breakout level, which would be above here. So, for example, and that would put us around $58. So, but I'm going to stay conservative here, as this is more to do with my trading account, not my long-term holding account. My long-term holding account, I'm using Bitcoin and Ethereum as my oscillators for when to sell out of the market. But yeah, that's my overview on DOT. I wanted to start with it because it is, usually we start with Bitcoin, but DOT is looking very good here. Next thing, we have EGLD. So I put this in the Telegram group, I believe around like $1.38 or $140 type area. Oh, nice. We're breaking into this box here. We have broken into it prior and been rejected heavily, so we'll have to see how this progresses. But I mean, you know, if we don't even count this area, let's just get rid of this, right? Because this was still during the downtrend. But you can see how obvious this red box of resistance is. There's so much price action here. But after our, you know, capitulation, right? We got 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests. We're on our 4th test now. So it does look like the bulls are really wanting to push EGLD higher, and I'm not surprised. It does have a huge community. It's, you know, I think its community is the same size, if not bigger, than some of the Polkadot and Cardanos and stuff like that. So it's pretty impressive. And then also what we're seeing here is just higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And just keep going with these higher lows. So yeah, I'm very optimistic on the price of EGLD. I did take a trade even outside of my long-term holding account on EGLD, and I will be holding this. I may even add to it if we can confirm this box as support. And because EGLD is, you know, only a $2 billion market cap or so, and there's a lot of people speculating on this, we see extreme volatility, right? That's why this red box is so large. You know, the red box itself is like I think a 10% trading range. Yeah, 10% trading range. And it's just simply because of the volatility, right? You can't just put a line in the sand here and be like bullish or bearish, right? Like you need a range. So that's what I'm looking at for EGLD. I'm going to maintain to hold my bullish positions here. Bitcoin broke over the 0.618, which we were discussing for quite some time. The inverse head and shoulders is now in play. It's confirmed it. It's broken above it. That would give us a, you know, price target of $60,362 if the pattern plays out. You know, if we were to play out, you know, 70% of that projected move, it would put us back at the all-time high. So Bitcoin also looking really strong on the daily. Still a lot of room to the upside here. You know, we didn't even break, even with this big fall, Bitcoin remained in the bullish control zone with the RSI. So that just gives you an idea of how bullish Bitcoin is right now. So yeah, I got to remain, you know, 70 to 80% bullish here. At the end of March, I may even go 90% bullish if we're trading above all-time highs. So my caution levels are decreasing as price increases. So here we go with the Bitcoin dominance. I really think this wants to break down. Like, I mean, we were looking at EGLD, right? And you saw this like 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, 4 tests. It keeps testing it, meaning that it wants to go higher. Well, if you look at Bitcoin dominance, 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, 4 tests, right? And it's starting to like not even be able to make it up to the descending resistance level here, right? So these altcoins, to me personally, are becoming more and more bullish, and people are willing to take on more and more risk at these levels. We have a lot more retail investors coming in. So I think, and you look at BNB, 17%. I actually don't even hold much BNB. I think I hold like 2 or 3 of them, just simply to pay fees on Binance. But yeah, I mean, I bought those at like $6. So yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's okay. You know, I've had very, very good, fortunate events this market cycle that have really enabled me to, you know, change my life drastically, which is fantastic. So yeah, but Bitcoin dominance looking like it's going to break down. If this breaks down, we are going to go into a mega altcoin season. I've been saying that for quite some time now. We'll continue to monitor it. It's been here for quite some time now, so I know I say this every video, but you know, patience is key, guys. You know, it's like what Warren Buffett said, right? It's you know, the market takes money from the impatient and gives it to the patient, right? So you need to be patient if you want to make fat gains. Simple as, okay? And I think I told you guys, like, I've been holding some of my positions since like 2018. It's 2021, right? So I bought around like those December lows when Bitcoin was hitting around 3 grand. I didn't buy the absolute bottom, as I've said, but yeah, I bought, you know, most of my positions around like 4 or 5 grand Bitcoin for my Ethereum between $150 $200 region. So yeah, it's done quite nicely. Then we have Galaxy. Yeah, really choppy here. Doesn't know what it wants to do. We'll have to wait to see. If Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, this thing is going to continue onwards and upwards. If you look on the weekly time frame, you know, this is some crappy candles here because, you know, there's probably like no volume on this thing, so that's why it looks like this. But if you look at it from this perspective, we broke all-time highs, and we've come down and we've retested them. And that's basically how most of these altcoin charts look as well. Like if we look at Cardano, for example, you know, we're basically just coming down, retesting our previous all-time high on a weekly close. I'm going off of as close as I can to the candle. I'm not counting this blow off top here. But yeah, if we go, you know, close to the candle closes here or the top of this mini wick, I'm okay to take it from the top of the mini wick. You know, we are just retesting those levels, just like we are on Galaxy. So very interesting. 1 inch was the trade that I got stopped out on. I said that, you know, this was possibly a busted symmetrical triangle, and which it was. So very interesting that that's how it played out. Link is coming and retesting the 0.618 level, and it's sitting there quite comfortably. So I expect, you know, maybe a couple days of consolidation before heading on upwards, especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be heading up. I would expect the same here for Link. POLKADOT, I did post this in the group when we were about here. I posted it again. I posted it when we were down here, and I did say, hey, you know, this green support zone here would be an awesome retest level and possibly a re-entry zone or an entry zone from my perspective on how I would manage my account, right? And it's proven to be quite fruitful as of right now. And we did get a 6-hour go long signal. RSI is starting to head to the upside again. On the 4-hour, we got a, you know, extreme go long signal. Look at this RSI, it's headed up vertical. I did make a little bit of a little call here, so I'm okay if I'm wrong, but in the Telegram group, I did mention I think POLKADOT over the next 2 weeks will come up and test these, like, you know, $10 to $11 area, and you heard it here first, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Bondly, I bought this down here, and it looked like it was breaking up. I was up 22% at one time, and now it's come all the way back down to my re-entry level. Obviously, the one thing you have to understand with these coins, because they're such small market caps, they're extremely volatile, doesn't mean it's going to break down. You know, you just have to be a little bit more mindful for this type of volatility in small market caps like these, right? So then next we have Sora. Sora is doing very, very well. Very happy about my Sora position. You know, continues to outperform the majority of the rest of the market. So it's been doing really well. I think it's over $600 again. I believe it's over $600 again. We'll have to take a look here. Just give me one moment. But I do believe that it is around, yeah, $608 as of right now. So yeah, looking pretty good. Looks good. So $608 if you were to look at it in its dollar comparative. Remember, I did mention that I sold some of my ETH to accumulate some Sora. So for me personally, I am, you know, I'm looking at this from an Ethereum perspective. As long as my Ethereum is gaining in value, I'm happy. So we do want to look at, sorry, I don't know where my Ethereum chart went. It's usually right beside my Bitcoin chart here, but let's open this Ethereum chart here. So Ethereum versus USDT, we'll take a look here. So, oh, okay. So, yeah, looks very productive. Let's take our Fibonacci retracement level, and I believe we are sitting right on that. I'm not sure where that my other Ethereum chart went here. Let me just take a look quickly. I don't think, oh, it's because I opened a Galaxy chart with it. Here we go. Let's look on this one because it's already all mapped out here and is a little bit cleaner to look at with the support zones and everything that I've laid out. So we'll go down to the 6 hour. So on the 6 hour chart, you know, we're well above this 0.618 level. We are hitting, so I'll just get rid of this, but the 0.618 level is right in the middle of this green box of support. I'll just put a line here so we know where it is, and I'll close this so it's a little bit easier to look at. I'll get rid of this because I went over this in the last video. This is our projected move from this inverse head and shoulders here. So that would put us roughly at about 2037, so making new all-time highs again. But yeah, looking really strong here. You know, I've had this support zone here since it was resistance, and that was all the way down here. And look at this, we came back, perfectly touched it, and let's see if we get some continuation here. The RSI is in the bullish control zone. The red negative money flow is starting to turn to the positive, so a lot of buy pressure is coming in here. So everything's looking pretty productive. Another thing is that I mentioned in my video a couple days ago is I was expecting, based on previous bearish price action with the US dollar or the index, right, that we would get rejected close to here. It's fairly close, so you can say that, you know what, this was rejected by the 200-day moving average, and also this red box of resistance that I've had here for the last couple of weeks. So, you know, a lot of people tell me this TA stuff doesn't work. Well, I don't know, seems to work for me. So it's not just a bunch of hullabaloo or like voodoo magic, right? Like, it's just psychology printed on a chart, and you're just reading the psychology of people and investors and traders. And if you can use that to your advantage, fantastic. It's not going to turn the macro, it's not going to reverse any type of macro trend, whether that's to the upside or the downside. All this does is give you a perceived edge in the direction that the market's going in. So with that being said, I think we'll end it there. We'll keep it under 20 minutes. Telegram link is down below in the description. Market Cipher affiliate link is down below in the description. If you are interested in getting Market Cipher, it is probably one of the, well, it is the best indicator I've ever used. And then if you could please like, share, and comment on the video, it's always appreciated. Thank you.